Okay guys, I'm going to show you the installation of the hood dampener kit for the 370Z. I don't know if you can see my face or anything, so I'll work it out. But here's what you're going to get in the kit. You're going to get two hood dampeners. They're brand new. A bracket that I fabricated that's made out of steel, so you can have it powder coated, paint it, whatever you choose. I'll prime it up to send it to you. That way it doesn't rust along the way. You'll also receive 4 of these little posts that you attach the hood dampeners to. As you can see, I'll send you 4 lock nuts that you can lock them to and 2 washers. And I'll show you how everything goes here in just a second. So what we're trying to do is give us create us more space, more room in order to work under the hood. What you want to do is, first things first, make sure you got a safe work area, of course. Prop your hood up. Now, the second thing that I do is I always raise the car up in the front, because you got to get underneath the wheel well here in order to tighten up one of the posts. So I find it's easier if you jack the car up just a little bit, get your hand in there. If you got small hands, you might be able to get in there and work without doing that, but I like to give myself a little bit of room. All right. So, once you get that ready, you're ready to work. Pop out that little plastic pop rivet that holds the plastic covers in place. Take and set that off. You don't need that anymore. You're going to take that first post with that washer. And what that washer is going to do is it's going to sit on top of that plastic. That way it doesn't allow the post to sink down in the plastic. And then that nut. Now, once you take that pop rivet out, you can look straight through and see that there's a hole that goes all the way down through underneath. It's already drilled. You don't have to do anything to it. So you take that first post, go ahead, place that in that hole, over that cover, take it up, you'll reach down and you'll fill it. Take and work it on. If you're going to do a permanent or even semi-permanent installation on here, I suggest even though it's a locking nut, you might want to go ahead and put on some Loctite as well. This time, go ahead, reach under there. It's a little hard to do at first if you haven't done it, because you're working all by feel. But you get that in there nice and tight. There's your first post. Already done. Second post, what you're going to do is go ahead and get that bracket. The way this bracket works is you're going to put that post going away from the main body of that bracket. So think of this as the outside of your car here. That's where that bracket goes. This is facing towards the inside. What you're going to do is take that second post and have it facing towards the inside of the vehicle. I like to go ahead and put this together now. Makes it a little bit easier. That way I don't have to do it while trying to hold the hood up. Go ahead and tighten that in place. Get it nice and tight. There you go. Now, take this bracket, go ahead. If you look on your hood, I've already got mine loose here, there are 3 bolts. What you want to do is go ahead and take the top 2 bolts off. Now that third bolt's going to be enough to hold it in place temporarily, as long as you're not raising it up and down. Just take your bracket, post facing towards the inside, go ahead and slide that over those 2 nuts there, or bolts, and go ahead and put the original nuts back on. Once you get them on there, go ahead and tighten them down. Alright, you got them nice and tight. Now, where it gets a little tricky here. One person can do it. It's easier for 2 people if you got an extra set of hands, but either way you can do it. What you're going to do is, when you look at that hood dampener, you're going to see that you've got the casing in the cylinder in which the rod itself pushes up into it. What you want to do is have this rod towards the front of the car. That way when the hood is compressing, you're compressing the cylinder down over the rod to lower the hood. Makes it a lot easier, it fits a lot better this way, you don't have any clearance issues. So go ahead, take that front piece, they just clip, push right in place. Go ahead, push that first one in on the front. Let it lay there. As you can see, I've got my hood raised, and just take into account how much room you got to work right now in just a second. All right, go ahead and take that Nissan hood lift, put it up out of the way. What you're going to do is just work the hood back up. Now, this here kind of gets a little scary because it feels like you're going to push the hood back and bend it, but don't worry, you got a lot of room to work here. The only thing you do is push it back, lock it into place. Now you got it locked into place on this side. I suggest go ahead and have the other side ready to go, which I already do. Only thing I got to do is prop back this side up so you can push back a little bit. Pops that one right into place. There you go. Now that finishes the installation. So let's see it in action. All right. What I like to do is grab the hooks up here at the top. Use that to pull down. This is where you're going to get the most weight at first. You can see that the hood wants to fly back up at about this area here. But once you take it down lower, the hood's going to want to fall on its own, all by itself. Take it down 6 to 8 inches, of course. Let it go. Got no binding, no dimples or anything else in the hood. Bring you over here, let you take a look at the car. You can see the hood still lined up straight. It's not dimpling out on either side. Nice and straight, no problems. Go ahead, lift it back up again. And what I like to do is, when I get that hood release, grab that release and everything, or one of these hooks on the side, doesn't matter, and I like to ride it up. That way it doesn't sling the hood back up and everything. As you can see, raises the hood nice and high. Got plenty of room to get in here and work. You retain your factory covers. Should work with the JDM password covers as well. No problems. I'm in the process of trying to fiberglass mine. You know, the poor man's JDM covers. We'll see how that goes here in a little bit. But I took one, brought it back out so you could actually see the installation. As you see, the brackets there, looks like a nice factory piece. If you paint it, get it all painted and everything, nobody's going to be able to tell the difference. So no cutting, no drilling, don't have to press on anything. Everything fits nice and tight. You can see I can shake on it, put a little force on it. It's not moving that bracket, doesn't move down at the end. So works nice and well. I've had mine on for going on about 4 months now. Haven't had the first issue out of it. So there you go. Again, no problems. There's the installation. Nice, easy. Thanks for watching. If you got any questions, just PM me, of course, on the website. Have a good day.